NTV's Edmund Nyabola is joining us. Good morning, Edmund. What does it look like from where you are?
Well, Larry, a very chilly morning in Machakos Town, Machakos County, and we are at Muslim Primary School. This is one of the polling stations within Machakos Town constituency in Machakos County. A total number of 935 registered voters here, and we've been here for half an hour, Larry. We've only seen one voter come in to vote and leave. Out of the total of 935, we are told less than 20 people have voted here today by the presiding officers within the two streams. And let me just show you what is going on right now. On an ordinary election day, Larry, you'd expect people to be flocking these strings here that have been set for them to line up on, but there's really no one who's come here, or at least who's here at the moment to cast their ballot. We are told across the two streams it's less than 20 voters who have come here to cast their ballot today. In fact, we've only seen one who came in, and the process is very quick because it's only one ballot, and because there are fewer people to manage, it becomes very quick for them, and they just leave straight away. So let's just go in to one of the streams and find out what it's about, because there are two streams here. Like I said, a total of 935 registered voters. The first stream has 467 and the second one 468. All right, let's just go in and see what is going on with the election officials in there. It rained here heavily, so it's a bit slippery. We have to be very careful. All right, this is stream 1 of Muslim Primary School, where the election is supposed to be going on here. And in here we have election officials just waiting for the voters to come in and cast their ballot. Habari yenyu? Let's just talk to the presiding officer and see, find out what the latest has been. So what time did you open the polls today?
We opened the station at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to now, how many voters have you had?
So far we have 8 voters.
8 voters. For a total of how many registered within this stream?
467.
467.
Yeah.
Okay. Any party agents that you have here?
Yes, we have one for Jubilee.
Jubilee Party.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be the party agent for Jubilee Party, I believe, that we have here. So in here is just one ballot box, which is for the president. And the process, at least there's one more voter who's come in to cast a ballot as we were on air. And she's just her details being checked there before she's given the ballot to mark and cast in here. So that makes 9 for this stream out of 467 registered voters in this stream. This polling station is at the center, at the heart of Machakos Town and Machakos Town constituency. So you'd expect that there are a lot more voters who will be coming here to vote today, but the numbers have been very few in terms of those who've come here to vote today. Out of 935 registered voters in Machakos County alone, there are more than 620,000 registered voters here, being within the larger Nairobi metropolitan area and the Nairobi being a cosmopolitan town as well. So the voter has just been instructed to go to the other stream. I believe that's where her details and her name is. Let's just follow her and find out if she will be voting over there, just to get a clearer picture of what is happening here today. Like I said, this is the second stream, 468 registered voters compared to 467 in the first stream. So yet another voter is coming. Let's talk to the presiding officer and just get a clear picture of what is happening here today. What time did you open the polls?
At 6. At 6 in the morning.
So far, how many voters have come here to cast their ballot?
She's the 7th.
7th. How many registered voters do you have within this stream?
We have 468.
468.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Would you say this is an ordinary day in terms of elections compared to what you had on the 8th of August?
Of course, we have one election today as compared to the other time. Yeah, so the turnout is low. Yeah, the other time by now we had a very long queue. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's just give them room so that they can get to vote and maybe find out if we can get a word with the voter to understand why she came here to vote today. Larry. So Machakos County is considered largely an opposition zone, but like I said, it's a cosmopolitan area. You expect a lot of people from all communities and all walks of life to be residing within this county. So ordinarily, you'd find supporters of the ruling coalition, the ruling party that is, which is Jubilee, as well, coming here to cast their ballot. Though the numbers have been low, but at least there's some election going on right now. The numbers still less than 20 out of 935, and these are the streams here. They've been set, these strings, to mark where the voters are supposed to be lining up. Like I said, on an ordinary election day, you'd expect this to be flocking with people, but there are none at this moment. In fact, they're just coming one by one after several minutes, really, to come in here and cast their ballot. But at least there are people who've actually come here to vote today, meaning the elections are going on within this county as we wait for that voter to come out. The constituency tallying center is within Machakos University, just across the road on that other end, and the county tallying center should be somewhere as you go outside of the town. I will be going there later to find out what is going on. From Machakos County, Larry will be heading to Makueni County as well to get a clear picture of what is happening there. Remember, all the polling stations opened at 6 a.m. in the morning, and as we understand, within this county, across this country, the people we've spoken with, the turnout is very low. In fact, there are polling stations in which there are no voters who've come out to vote as of this moment. But the day is still long. The polls close at 5 p.m. in the evening, so we expect that within that period of time, there might be people who'd come out to vote in those specific polling stations that haven't had any voters yet at this moment in time. This is Machakos Town constituency. This is Muslim Primary School within Machakos Town, at the heart of Machakos Town, to be precise. In fact, the Machakos Stadium is just next to this place, and we expect that more people will be coming, at least going on through the day, to vote as we wait for that voter. It's taking a while, but we will wait to get to understand what motivated her to actually come here today and cast her ballot on a day that a lot of voters have decided not to participate in the elections, of course, on instruction from their leaders from the National Super Alliance. She's casting the ballot as we wait for her. Just the second or maybe the third voter we have seen here today on this extraordinary day, as you might understand, because it's a situation in which you have almost half of the country saying they will not be taking part in the elections because of various reasons. And the elections, of course, according to IEBC, are still going on. They opened in time, and we're having some voters in this region as well casting their ballot. So it's a very, very slow day here in Muslim Primary School. In fact, as we speak, there's should be another voter who's coming in to cast his ballot, I believe, and that would form, I believe, close to 20 voters now within this polling station alone. Two streams, 935 registered voters in this polling station alone. Less than 20 have come out to cast their ballot. And I have to mention, it's also very chilly and very cold here in Machakos Town, so I can't say whether that has affected their presence, the decision to come out and vote, as we wait for Madame, just to understand why she... Okay, all right. Larry, back to you in studio as we continue to monitor the situation here in Machakos Town constituency.
Edmond, stand by. I'm going to come back to you in a moment, because that's an interesting situation turning out there. Machakos constituency, Machakos Town constituency, is actually led by Jubilee MP Victor Munyaka, and Governor Mutua has said that he is assuring residents that they will be free to vote as they please. There will be plenty of security. We'll come back to Edmond. I want to speak to him in a moment. But first, I want to take you to Uasin Gishu County, and NTV's Lois Wongo is joining me now. Good morning, Lois. What does it look like from your end of the world? Okay, we had Lois on, and then the signal just dropped as I was about to bring her up. So let me go back to Edmond just for the moment and talk about, Edmond, if this is in the middle of Machakos Town and we're seeing that low turnout, in all fairness, it's only an hour since the polls opened. So is it too soon to tell whether or not the turnout will be low in that constituency?
Yes, Larry, it's too early to make a call really, because the polls go until 5 p.m. in the evening, and with the numbers that we are seeing, at least after half an hour or so people coming in, we expect that more should be coming in throughout the day to cast their ballot. And it's of course, like the presiding officer said, very an easy process compared to what we saw on the 8th of August, because it's just one position being voted for. Gentlemen, umemaliza kupiga kura? Could we have a quick word with you? Naona leo umeamua kupiga kura siku ya leo. Mbona uliamua kupiga kura leo?
Ya, ni haki yangu kupiga kura na nafaa kama Mkenya kupiga kura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sasa vile umemaliza hivi kupiga kura, what is your next proposal? What are you going to be doing next?
Ya, lazima niendelee na kazi yangu ndio nijenge nchi ya taifa.
Okay. Yeah. Ni siku ambayo watu wengi haswa wamekataa kukuja kupiga kura. Hii polling station peke yake iko na karibu watu 1000, lakini hadi sasa ni karibu watu 20 peke yake ndio wamepiga kura. Maoni yako kuhusu haya ni nini?
Nafikiri ni juu ya weather. Pia kuna baridi na bado kumenyesha, so bado hawajaamka. There is still time. They will come. Okay. Yeah.
What do you expect at the end of this? IEBC wafanye nini kumaliza hii shughuli?
After our count kura, tuhesabu zile ziko na maisha iendelee. Okay. Yeah, and life gets back to normal. Okay. Yeah.
What is your name?
David Nganga.
David Nganga, thank you so much. That is David, who's voted here today among the about 20 voters who've cast their ballot here in Machakos Town constituency, Muslim primary school, 2 streams, about 1,000 registered voters here. And like he said, it's very cold, it's very chilly here in Machakos Town, and it rained last night, so the weather, as he says, might have affected the turnout somehow, but that we will establish as we go on through the day. Let's speak to another voter here as well, who's cast his ballot. Vipi bana?
Mzuri sana.
Habari ya leo?
Salama kabisa.
Naona umetoka kule ndani, ulikuwa unapiga kura?
Yeah, nilikuwa napiga kura. Imebidi niamke mapema, malize mapema, ndio nikagojea matokeo kwa nyumba.
Ngojea matokeo. Ni siku ambao watu wengi kwa sasa wamesusia uchaguzi, wamekataa kukuja kupiga kura. Reaction yako kwa jambo kama hilo ni nini?
Najua hii ni is a freedom, mpaka uchague yule mtu unataka. So is a constitution right, so mpaka ukuje ufanye as per the constitution. Yeah. Okay. So as per mimi mpaka nikitokeza juu nilisikia lazima nitokeze, have to practice.
Sasa ukirudi sasa nyumbani ni kufanya nini?
Sasa hii ni kwenda tu kukaa niangalie TV yangu nione matokeo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante sana. Okay, thank you so much. That is the second voter we've spoken to. Like you said, Larry, the member of parliament for this constituency, Machakos Town constituency, is a Jubilee Party member, Mr. Honorable Victor Munyaka, and of course Alfred Mutua, who is the governor for this county, also affiliated rather to the Jubilee Party, as you could say that, because he is aligned towards the Jubilee Party, and President Uhuru Kenyatta has actually pledged support for the president at this moment in time. But the turnout is still very low, but we expect that throughout the day there will be a lot more people coming in to vote. In fact, as we speak, there's one more coming in to vote, a lady there just coming in to vote. So the number is slightly over 20 now, Larry, of voters out of a total of 935 registered voters within this polling station, Muslim primary school.
All right, Edmond, you know, the fascinating thing about this is that we actually have to see, there's a voter going in, and there's a sudden amount of excitement because they're not that many, but then again, it's only an hour since polls opened. Edmond, we'll check back with you in a moment.